Okay, success! So first off, thank you so much for clicking, giving my channel a shot. Today I'm going to be playing something new that I haven't played before, called World of Horror. The developer who made this, just a little backstory about this game. I guess I can select my settings first. 1-bit or 2-bit? Double the bit? 2-bit, baby. So the creator of this game was clearly heavily inspired by Junji Ito. If you're not familiar with who Junji Ito is, he makes super like surreal, bizarre, horrifying manga. I would highly recommend going to read Uzumaki, the manga, if you're interested in looking at some beautiful art. That's what drew me to this game, is the art. I have played the tutorial just to familiarize myself with the basic systems. So this is like I'll just give you 10 seconds just to give you like a rundown of what this game is going to be. So it's like a detective, turn-based JRPG, horror roguelike, where you're figuring out mysteries, and as you figure out these mysteries, you're saving your cursed Japanese town from the 80s. I know, it's a lot. There's a lot going on here. So maybe let's just jump into it, and it'll make more sense as I go. So, one last thing, a tall man left a suitcase for you this morning. He said you will know the password. I wonder, what could that mean? So this is this is the start of the run, right here. City of Shiokawa. Sorry if I mispronounced the Japanese words. Japan, 1980. Something strange is happening in our town. Robed figures can be seen gathering in the woods at night. People are going missing. Disgusting creatures are terrorizing the seaside. One other thing before I keep going, this game is going to have violent imagery, if that bothers you. There won't be jump scares, I don't think. And you're not actually going to see like the process of the violence happening. It's more like, because you're a detective, you're kind of seeing the aftermath. So I just want to give people a heads up if that bothers them. Robed figures can be seen gathering in the woods at night. People are going missing. Disgusting creatures are terrorizing the seaside. And this game has something to look forward to, though. This game has some of the most beautiful pixel art I've seen in like any game. So just a heads up, that is something to look forward to. The rapid technological progress of the modern era brings comfort, but also new unknown threats. Old gods, malicious eldritch beings who ruled the earth eons ago, are awakening as reality starts to crumble. Armed with clues, spells, and your dwindling sanity, it's a perfect game for me. You'll investigate mysteries across the city and in realms beyond. An old train slows down and stops at its last station. The end of the world is at hand, and you've finally arrived in the doomed town. So I kind of looked through here. Each character, all the characters have like a stat sheet, and all the stats do different stuff, just like in Dungeons & Dragons. So knowledge and perception is usually like good for noticing stuff in the environment. Strength and dexterity seems to be used more for combat, just purely based on the tutorial. The tutorial doesn't let you do a lot of this stuff, by the way. It's almost like it locks you in place, and then you kind of are there's a lot of RNG in this game. There's a lot of random events that can happen, and the tutorial blocks that from happening. So you get kind of more of a customized experience. So I'm looking forward. This is my first time actually trying out the game, in its full potential. I'm gonna go with her. Classic mode. Old gods are awakening. Your only chance of survival is solving 5 different mysteries. The end of the world is at hand. Okay, so I can't mess with the other ones yet. I guess I have to unlock them. Oh yeah, additional modes will unlock as you progress. Okay. Somewhere, a group of people gathers, trying to awaken their master. Oh, this is the old gods. So it didn't let me choose. I think it gave me... I'm actually not sure. Each one has a different like penalty to it as well. With your damage, your enemies is increased. That could backfire on me horribly. Classic casting spells increase Doom instead. Doom is like a clock that keeps going up as you play, and I didn't figure out what happens when Doom gets to 100%. Probably something horrible. Okay, let's go with this Kathak Otarasu. The terrible spider god Kathak Otarasu is once again awakening from its slumber. Blinded by its impossible to satisfy hunger, it has started to tear down the walls of its cocoon prison. Cool. Cool, okay. Kathak Otarasu is one on his line. Stop it before it devours us all. Can't escape from combat encounters. Okay, that's gonna be hard, but... Okay, and like I said, it's kind of a lot to take in, but it'll make sense as I'm going. So the lighthouse is for like the final boss, I'm pretty sure. So you go to your home first, check your mailbox, empty. Open this thing, grab a bottle. I'm so glad I discovered that in the tutorial. The bottle is super useful, it turns out. Random stuff in the environment. So like I said, this game is like part adventure game, part JRPG, part horror game, part detective game. Oh, interesting. My apartment was slightly different. There was a plant here in the tutorial. There's also, this is what you can do with the bottle. You can fill the bottle with water, and then it gives you a little tiny healing potion to take with you. So it's super useful. I don't know why. Let's see. I feel like. Oh, okay. Maybe the tutorial gives you more stamina, or maybe maybe all the characters have different stamina and reason. Okay. Wish I'd pay closer attention to that. So stamina is like your health bar, reasoning is like your mental health bar, if that makes sense. So we can check the TV. The TV host is gutting a big octopus. At least that's what she claims, but there are way too many tentacles. So there's just like a ton of little details like that. We can look through our people. Oh wow, that's cool. I checked the people each time last time. I never saw that. Cool. So I need to remember to do that. Awesome. Anything else we want to do here? So when we're ready to take our first mystery, we go into this room. Inexplicable and morbid events have been plaguing your town for some time now. You've marked down 5 of them, hoping that there's something connecting them. You can tackle these 5 mysteries in any order you want. Beware, your decisions will haunt you and influence yet unsolved mysteries. So each mystery, I'll just show you, has at least a minimum of 2 endings, and most of them have more. So like this one has up to 5, which is pretty cool. It increases replayability for sure. Let's jump on this one. Sorrowful Saga of the Moonlight Sailors. It began with one fisherman who dragged something truly awful from the belly of the ocean. A dark, writhing ooze that mesmerized him beyond control. Oh, this is straight out of H.P. Lovecraft. I love this. He hid himself away for a week, adoring it, not to be seen until one moonlit night, when a young girl spotted his boat drifting away. A single lantern swinging at the helm, and the captivated fisherman singing eerily to his catch. Cool. Now, more and more fishermen have begun to find the vile ooze in their nets, and one by one they are disappearing. Soon the ocean will have taken them all. You start your investigation, hoping to overhear some rumors at the fish market. So this is where I'm glad I did the tutorial, because I would have been confused. Here's our little side quest. So discard 2 item cards to complete this quest. I don't have any items. Technically I have the bottle, but I'm not discarding that. No way. So to continue, we need to investigate downtown. When you enter a metro car, you notice an oddly shaped package on the seat opposite you. It's marked with your name. You reach for the package but hesitate. An icy feeling settling into the pit of your stomach. We gotta check it out, right? Dexterity check. Success! Nice! As soon as you pick up the package, you realize what you are holding and drop it in horror. Yes, there's random stuff like this. Sometimes the events have to do... That's what threw me off as well. Sometimes the events have to do with the mystery you're investigating. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's random. Although you brave the stench for hours, you glean nothing besides the fact that the fisherman had a wife. Perhaps you should pay her a visit. We could... Yeah, I'll show you guys the shop. Here's the shop. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. It's a dog. Here's the stuff I can buy. I don't know if I... I think I'm gonna buy the flashlight. And can I equip it? Yeah, and it gives perception. Not bad. Okay, that was a good investment, actually. Okay. Although you have this, so we'll go pay the fisherman's wife a visit. It's getting dark as you arrive at the cemetery, and shadows move in fantastic and unaccountable ways between the tombstones. Finding the right grave may prove to be a challenge, especially when you feel someone's gaze on your back. Let's confront the stranger. Charisma check. Success! You whirl around and see who's behind you. Luckily, the other person is a kind old lady who points you to the tombstone you were looking for. Under a stone, you find a note someone left for you. Okay, I kind of wanted to know what the note was, but whatever. When you arrive at the fisherman's house, it stands long vacated. Peering in through the dusty window, you recoil in shock. So for some reason the fisherman lived in a mansion. Let's go check out the mansion. The whole building begins to shake as you enter the room. Suddenly, a stone pillar bursts through the floor where you stood just seconds ago. Noticing the arcane symbols painted on the stone, you take a step closer. Let's study the symbols. Oh, fuck. You try to recognize the symbols, but they shift and change right before your eyes. Dizzy, you escape the room as blood oozes from your nose. So I just took mental damage. Reasoning damage. The fisherman's wife lies in the kitchen, mutilated and covered with black marks. You enter a room full of wooden statues. You are amazed by how realistic some of them look. So realistic, in fact, that you could have sworn one of them blinked. Cool, so we got our first combat encounter. Pillar vampire living in the woods. So there's a bunch of different things you can do. Different attacks. You can do like a double attack. Yeah, there's a lot. Right now I don't have any weapons, so I'll go over to support actions, and then I can look for an improvised weapon. And then, so I don't want to waste the rest of my turn, I will kick him. I got a branch, and I took 1 reasoning damage. Oh, that's the type of damage he's doing up here. He's dealing reasoning damage. Might as well equip it. 67% compared to 80. 55. 36 plus would be like 129 for a guaranteed 4 damage. 129 for guaranteed. That's not bad. Let's see if he's weak to that damage. If he is, it'll do more damage to him. Okay. Let's just punch the hell out of him. Enemy regains health? Gross. Okay. I still don't know if that's worth it, though. I feel like my chances are still the best with just my kicky feet. Alright, surely someone else must have caught one of these. You look around, hoping to spot one of them. Huh, that's a weird little art right there. So we will... yeah, let's just investigate. We're gonna have to keep an eye on our reasoning. We took a lot of reasoning damage that combat. You enter the art workshop. The room is cluttered with half-finished sculptures and bizarre masks hanging on the wall. One sculpture strikes you as eerily realistic. I'm a mask guy. Let's check out the masks. One mask looks similar to the design you once saw in a cult book. You decide to take it with you, plus stock. Oh. Whoa. Cool. That's sick. It changed my profile too. That's awesome. One mask looks similar to cool event. Neat. Oh, it replaced my flashlight though. Surely someone else must have got one. You look around hoping to spot one. Okay, then we'll investigate the seaside again. We're trying to find another fisherman, I think. You decide to enter a small, shady bar in the docks. Maybe some of the old fishermen can help you in your quest. However, persuading them to do so might prove difficult. I really don't want to spend my money. It doesn't tell me how much it's going to take either. Screw it. No fishermen refuse a free round. They tell you tales of sunken cities inhabited by underwater things with too many legs. It only costs 1 fund. That's not that bad. The young man has glassy eyes and mumbles his replies as he caresses his catch. The beating movements of his arms disturb you. Discard 2 items. Okay, we'll investigate seaside again. Crabs are festering on a bloated corpse, carried to the beach by waves. Let's search the body. Oh, I failed? Her dexterity is really good, too. That's awful. Reaching for the body, you're attacked by several crowds that don't want to share their meal. -2 stamina. Awful. Okay, after a slow interrogation, the young man managed to stutter out something about an organized fishing trip. ocean is hungry. You're stopped by a person with a knife. They look incredibly sad. It wants me, but I'm afraid I'm too much of a coward to do it myself. Can you help me? Oh, I need fast transport. Talking them out of it is not going to work. My charisma is terrible. Let's try, though. Hey, not bad. After a long conversation, they hand you the knife and thank you. Cool, and we got a weapon out of it. Sick. A magical weapon? But it's a knowledge weapon. Oof. Chance to hit is super important from what I've seen. It says 60, but when I actually get to an enemy, it's probably going to be like 50. Let's investigate it. Its blade is covered with a strange liquid, probably blood. Let's put it in storage. Which I always forget how to access. Whatever. Like, you would hope for a little bit more from her, right? That, like, once you saved her life... Well, she gave me a knife. I guess I shouldn't complain. You slip out at night and race towards the beach, terrified of what comes next. Oh, there's stored items. Okay. I changed my mind. Let's take it with us. We might need it. The full moon shines bright in the cloudless night sky. The ink-black ocean waves glimmer eerily. All the residents have drawn their shutters tight and locked their doors. Your footsteps are silent in the sand. The only audible sounds are your ragged breathing and pounding heartbeat. You arrive at the water's edge, breathless. The possessed fishermen's boats fill the horizon with their light. Tiny yellow spots navigating across a dark ocean under a dark sky. You cannot make out the figures on board. Real catch. Hypnotized, you watch as they bob their way out of the harbor. Their lanterns move farther and farther away, and you hear the odd chanting slowly fade with the wind. You stand in the cold until the final boat is out of sight, and it is pitch black again. There's nothing to do now. You head home, the weird chant still in your head. Oh, so I kind of failed that one, I think. Well, not failed. Failed would be dying, but I got the least interesting ending, I think. No one spoke of the fishermen after they sailed off. Grieving mothers would not let their children anywhere near the cursed beach. Over time, people forgot the last time they saw a boat on the waves. Sorrowful saga of the Moonlight Sailors. Ending B. Rewards for solving. New events available. That's cool. Interesting. So you have to beat it sometimes to get new events. So maybe I did okay. Maybe I couldn't have. Time skip. What? I'd have sworn it was Monday, not Tuesday. So the god just screwed me over and I lost a day. So then we'll go back to our house, check our mail. We got a key. We will open this and creep ourselves out. Nothing. Okay, this dude's creeping on us still. We will go to the bath. Oh, wait. It's just stamina. Okay, so then we'll recover our reasoning a little bit. Come and see what's on TV real quick. We are shocked by what she did. Her voice was always so calm. Something terrible happening at school. Okay, ready for our next mystery. Actually, I like the name of this one. Okay, let's do this one. Alarming account of abnormal arms. I remember when it started. The woman next door was strangled to death in her bed, with no sign of forced entry. The killer was never found, and the apartment remained vacant. Okay, the door to her apartment was closed, and she lived alone. What other ways in are there? Maybe you can get the apartment plan to compare with other flats. So we'll go downtown, look for the plans. Through the dirty restaurant window, you notice a shady-looking man wearing a jacket covered in strange symbols. He stops in front of a house, visibly nervous. Before he enters the house, he turns around as if he's checking for any unwanted followers. What could it mean? Let's follow him. Perception check success. The door is locked, but you repeat the knocking pattern the suspicious man used. A moment later, the door opens, and a surprised teen with greasy hair asks who the hell you are. Mistaking these nerds for cultists sure is embarrassing, but deep inside you're relieved. Okay, so we lowered the doom meter. That's always good. The apartment is on the 3rd floor. There's no way somebody used the window to escape the murder scene. Okay. Oh, can we... You knock on your friend's door and wait? Huh, Connor's not home. You should check later. Okay. you stop by home to pick up your lunch, you find a pile of letters in your mailbox. Yeah, let's read them now. Oh, failure. Luck failure. Staying up late investigating the current case has really increased your electricity bill. What? Oh, that's awful. Now I'm poor. Investigate the hospital location twice. Let's do the side quest this time. You find yourself in an old, unused part of the hospital. You take a deep breath. The disgusting smell of thawed remains still lingers in the room. It used to be the hospital's mortuary, where doctors determine the causes of death. I mean, we gotta see what's under the... We gotta do the creepiest one, right? Let's do the creepiest one. Oh, failure? Before you can uncover what's hiding under the cloth, you involuntarily let out a scream and run from the mortuary in terror. And just took 2 reasoning damage for... Oh, man. Lame. Lame. You meet with your friend, who has recently started her nurse practice. You lazily chat on the roof of the hospital, watching the sunset. Now would be the perfect opportunity to ask about the recent unearthly events. Yeah, ask about them. Stories are about missing patients, mysterious surgeries, and a strange infection are helpful, but they kill the mood. You must leave this place. More minus ring? I'm gonna die from losing my mental. The Anatomical Museum archive displays a specimen with elongated arms and jellified bones. -1 reason. Okay. You notice the odd placement of ventilation shafts. They seem too small for anyone to crawl through, though. So we did the side quest. A lot of these locations have secondary things you can do, like the hospital. You spin Doom to heal your injuries, and it also costs money, but it doesn't tell you that. Yeah, I guess I can just show you guys as we go. You know, speaking of which, let's do, this is a good one to do. You can go to the, schoolyard to recruit people. Let's see if we can recruit anybody. Force to help you. That's hilarious. I didn't see that. Share creepy story. Let's ask him to join. Yeah, let's ask him to join. Oh. He hasn't been the same since he came back. You were always such a kidder. None of them are gonna join me, are they? I actually didn't try this during this tutorial. Take any sleep. Nice! Okay, cool. I don't even know what she's good for, but let's try it. Oh. Just +1 charisma, really? That's it? Maybe she'll help during combat, too. Okay. So we got Hachi. Can I keep bothering? What? You can keep bothering them? What? Okay. Okay, whatever. Cool. Oh, access rooftop? Oh. Should probably leave her alone? Really? She seems a little downtrodden. Okay. So we'll leave the school. So yeah, even though I didn't have to investigate the school for any reason, you can still kind of go to these places and I was trying to read that. That was weird, right? That little thing it told me. Anyways, you can go to these places and do the little secondary objectives at the side locations. Speaking of which, let's do one more. We'll grab a spell because we don't have any. So we'll grab a spell by going to the library and studying. Grow teeth adds a new combat action, bite, until the end of this mystery. Huh. Interesting. And then we'll continue with our mystery. Neat. Shows all my helpers, too. You find an envelope lying on a pillow in your bed. Inside is cash and a note from someone who's been watching you. They wish you luck in your task and promise to meet you soon. Just how did this envelope end up in your bedroom? +2 funds, -1 region. Region. You should interview the neighbors. Maybe you'll discover something the police missed. Passing by a faulty elevator, its doors suddenly open. You take a step back, noticing a weird, tall woman standing in the darkness. Do you live here? I've never seen you. Oh, cool. Cyclops neighbor. Sick. Okay. what's the damage for this? Damage 4. Damage 3. It still might actually be worth switching to this one. Can I equip it rapidly? Nope. Okay, we're stuck with our branch. Dang. Okay. There's more options than you'd think there would be, but I just don't know. Like 4, so that, I did the math earlier, but I forgot. 36 plus 89. It's like 125? 125. So what I'm looking at is time. Time is like your resource. And I have 200, like, you could think of as seconds to fill. And this, I don't know if that's a good thing. Well, yeah, we'll just call them seconds, even though it doesn't make sense. So it takes like 36 seconds to prepare my attack. And then if I do that, I have a 100% chance to hit, so I should pick the strongest one. So that's what I'm doing math in my head for. This is 125, or I could do the same amount of damage with 80% for less time. Yeah, screw it. She does reasoning damage too. That makes her extremely dangerous. And I can't run from fights because of the god I chose. Yeah, this could be bad. I'll only do 6 compared to 8. Oh, brutal, dude. Okay. To gain a new level? Oh, I gained a level. Nice. Okay. Swimmer, faster fin. That's good. Improve resting at home. I tried this in the tutorial and it didn't seem. I think hot bath is bugged. It didn't seem to make any difference, so I'm not gonna take hot bath, even though it seems like a pretty good perk. Smaller doom penalty. I can't even run from combat, so I think I'm gonna do fast swimmer. And then what type of? I think that's knowledge, and this one's strength. I should probably just heal reasoning. Dang it. It's kind of a waste of a level up, but I could die. I could die. Okay, let's just keep going. We'll change that. My helpers didn't help at all, by the way, in the fight. That was a little disappointing. Why is it not letting me do this? You don't have time to change? Oh, because the thing is still going on. Gotcha. Okay, my bad. Then we'll change. Because even though it's a knowledge weapon, I think... I have a plan for it. One neighbor's complaining about our missing underwear. Can I speak to Kana? No. Loud knocking wakes you up in the middle of the night. Open up! Shouts the deep voice from behind the door. I know you're there. Call the police, right? We should go with the creepier option, right? Let's see what happens. Next time. Oh shit! Before you can answer, the door's letterbox suddenly opens and an unknown invader tries to look inside. Luckily, you manage to stand still. After a couple of minutes, the man retreats, probably unsure if you're home after all. Creepy. Here's another thing we can do. We can go home. Our doom is already at 26%. No, we can't go home. You can go home and spend doom to heal up, but I don't think we can afford it. Sadly. The investigation is taking a toll. See, yeah, more doom. The investigation is taking a toll on you. You start to miss the most obvious leads, plus 4% doom. Let's check the building plan to find out if there's a place where all the vents connect. Excuse me, do you have a moment to talk about our real Lord and Savior? The day of reckoning is coming, says the voice on the other side of the line. You definitely don't like the way the man on the other side of the line puts an accent on reveal. Hello, are you still there? Let's... I would hang up on this dude. You put down the phone, a little shaken up. Just how many people did that odd man call today? What? Why did I take reasoning damage? I hung up on him. What? Anyways, every room is connected by vents coming from the unused boiler room. Could it be? You enter the dark boiler room and trip over the pipe. Cursing, you find a light switch and gasp in horror. It's not a pipe at all. It's a long, rubbery arm coiling around the room and ending in a ventilation shaft. Coming closer, you can smell something vile and rotten. Cool. You almost fall to the ground when you see the wide open stare of the dead pervert, his elongated limbs stretching and disappearing into the vent's darkness. Inside his mouth, you find a tiny key. After the police arrive, the whole building gets searched. Following the arms, the detectives find the body of a man stuck in a ventilation shaft. Later, he is identified as the building caretaker. In his closet, police find pieces of underwear and voyeuristic photos of the tenants. You are questioned thoroughly and eventually released as the murder case is being covered up as a case of an unfortunate gas leak. Ending A, got some good rewards. Okay, let's see. Can be used to open certain locks. Huh. Arcane Storm. Local scientists are baffled. An unprecedented aurora-like event has bathed the entire town in a natural green glow. Oh, reason cost of all spells is increased by 1. That's... I don't think I'm even gonna use Grow Teeth this... Maybe I'll use it on the very last mystery, I guess. So now we got our first key. We can technically use the key now just to show you. So we have these 5 locks. I thought... Oh, okay. So the tutorial only requires you to get 4 keys, and I barely beat it. Oh! Yeah, I know, then we still need 3. I don't know what I was thinking. Cool. Okay, nothing this time. Go to the bath. What happened to my bottle, by the way? Oh, I still... But nothing did any stamina damage the entire mystery. So I don't need to use it at all. That's kinda... that's annoying. Like, taking reason damage is a low knowledge and low perception character. Kinda sucks. Local dentist has been found guilty of implanting dog teeth on their human patients. Motive is currently unknown. Does the TV change? Okay, no. Oh wait, I think it did. My bad. Wait, one more time, sorry. Once a year, a ramen shop appears where there was once an alleyway. The ramen sold inside is made from its former patrons, but they can cure any health problem. Alright. Next mystery. Fable of a Fear Festival area. Let's do a Far Out Fable. Far Out Fable of a Fear Festival. Your aunt has sent you a letter inviting you for a curious sounding festival. It's held every 27 years in a small village. You don't like the sound of it, but your parents both agree you need a break from all the stress. Inside the letter, there's a bus ticket. What's the worst thing that could happen? You ask yourself as you board the bus. Today's goal, explore the Weird Village. Just when you thought your stomach couldn't handle it anymore, the janky old bus stops at its destination. You get up and take a deep breath before looking around. It's a small village, and the nearby fields are surrounded by a thick forest. Oh, someone's waiting for me? A fat man wearing dusty overalls approaches you. It's the inn owner who promised to pick you up. Following close behind him, your eyes are drawn to his hands, which are so deformed they resemble claws more than hands. Okay. Your group has arrived in the village and is currently unpacking at the inn, giving you some time to explore. The festival begins in the evening. To progress this mystery, choose actions that will advance the clock. As you learn about the terrible secrets of this village, more actions will unlock. Oh, this is new. I haven't seen this type of mystery before. Okay, cool. So we can go to the inn. Let's go to the inn first. The inn's room is dusty, like it hasn't seen any visitors in years. You wonder if anyone cleaned it since the last festival 27 years ago. There's a folder of available activities lying on the table. Ooh, an onsen does sound nice. I would love to go to onsen. Did stamina. also enjoy the festival? That's cool. Still some time before the festival starts, the locals are seemingly busy setting up stands and decorating the place. A few stands are already open, but you can't shake off the feeling something is wrong. It's getting late. Let's look for our friends. You stumble on your friend Fujiko. Hey, I'm trying to solve a puzzle. Can you... Oh, no. No, 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 no. I can't afford to lose 3 reason. I guess I could see what's for sale. Does it cost me Doom? Hey, it's a shop. Shop dog. Faster spear. I haven't figured out when to use spiritual actions. So I'm gonna hold off on that. That's actually I'm gonna go with the Holy Candle. A weird set. Wait, when did I guess I progressed time? I thought going to the shop didn't progress anything. Anyways, a weird sound wakes you up. You step closer to the window and look out. You can't see anything, get ready to go back to bed when suddenly the moon comes from behind thick clouds. 3 hooded figures are standing at the forest's edge. One by one, they light their torches and disappear behind the trees. What was that all about? Who are they? What was that about? They all wore strange masks. Should you follow them into the forest or try to find more information about the festival? Let's do more information for sure. And where's my storage, by the way? Can you not access storage if you're in the village? What? Brutal, dude. I wouldn't have bought the, man, I wouldn't have bought that. Oh, so brutal. Okay. How I could ever know that? So let's... An old priest is performing a ritual to appease a local demon imprisoned underground. You're invited to join them? Why not? Knowledge check failure. Distracted by a huge man wearing a demon mask, you have trouble following the intricate pattern of steps, bows, and claps. This ritual is a disaster. Oh, good. Okay. I wanted a little bit of info on the forest guys. A friend returning from a trip to Africa has invited you to dinner. This time they've outdone themselves. This is a real feast full of exotic meats. It's getting late, you can't stay for long, but the host asks if you want to take anything home with you. Wine is surely good for your mind, right? This wine is terrific, of course. Bottles to last a while. A whole year, I mean. Your friend says, handing you a bottle. What did we score? Yes! Plus 30 reason. Addictive. Let's hold on to it until we really need it, I guess. That is good, though. I feel like my, Oh, can you not leave once you... Oh, check out the... Instrument is done. Check out the painting. If he's in terror as something on the painting moves, there's a hole in it. Being spied from the nearby room. More reason damage? Brutal. Going back to the inn, you overhear 2 masked villagers. They're talking about something awakening at the next dawn. I'm assuming that says dawn. It's impossible for me to read too. You wonder what's up with that. It's not safe here. You decide to block the entrance to your room with a nightstand. The festival is ending tomorrow and you can't be too careful. Okay, I don't want to... I mean, let's go to the forest, I guess. Did I go, like, to the forest one turn too soon? Maybe I was supposed to do one more in the village? I don't know. Drooping tree branches hang over the path, framing it in an almost macabre way. It's almost inspiring. Why not? Let's get lost in our thought. You get completely lost in your thoughts and fall into a hole that was clumsily covered with branches and leaves. Who set up this trap and for whom? -2 stamina damage. Brutal, dude. Oh, let's do that. Staff only area. Worried and furious about the hole in the wall, you enter the inn from the back, trying to find the room that connects with yours. Thinking you finally found it, you enter, and all walls are covered with blood and gore. Someone has scribbled weird symbols everywhere. You spot something on the nightstand, but there's too much flesh and blood to tell what it is from here. Pick up the who picks? No, don't pick up the thing. That was my highest stat. That's my highest stat. If I can't pass a strength check, I'm screwed. Wow, I'm screwed. Anyways, the gore is too much for your stomach. When you finally compose yourself, you grab the thing. For a second, you were worried it was a skull you had in your hands, but as you wipe more blood off, it's clearly you've picked up a weird-looking mask. I can't even see the mask because I can't access my storage. I don't know if I like the village. Anyways, find the missing people. A trail of blood and sickly smelling sludge leads to the outskirts of the village. Somewhere in the dark forest, there's an answer waiting for you. Whoa, cool. Are you walking in circles? If I go to camp, will it let me access storage? They did give me one reason back, but... Oh, man. So usually this check storage button is sort of in this area. Let me go through every little tab. I mean, there's not a ton of tabs. Let me just check all the tabs real quick. Yeah, can't access your storage in the village. Oh, that is so annoying. Okay. Okay. Ugh. You know what? Let's go ahead and drink those two. Oh, and I get an two empty. Sick. The wine bottle is such a good item. Okay, I need to remember that. You discover an old campsite located on the edge of a small clearing. The tent has been knocked down. The food and utensils have been scattered everywhere. Huh. I'm the type of person who likes to investigate, but my character has failed all of them. I'm almost tempted to just ignore the tent, as crazy as it sounds. Yeah, you should have just, you know, you can't investigate if you're a bad, low perception character. Huh. Okay. Wait. Ah. The wine gave me a hangover. Minus 1 to all stats. Current history. Oh, brutal. Brutal. I mean, it makes sense. The wine is such a good item that it kind of needs to have that disadvantage. What is happening in this picture? What is that? The suspicious group you've been following is gathered in a nearby forest. They're enacting some sort of a ritual in a clearing up ahead. The only nearby vantage point is a large rock. Okay, so that's the rock. I'm even failing my strength checks, dude. I don't know. I wish it gave me a percentage on these checks, because it's like, how am I supposed to clear them? The ones I'm supposed to be good at, I can't even clear. You fall down and injure yourself. Luckily, you managed to limp away unnoticed. I'm getting my ass kicked, dude. A sudden storm forces you to find shelter in a nearby cave. Looking around, you discover strange markings on the cave's walls. I finally can use my flashlight. Yes. Yes, finally. The flashlight's beam reveals additional symbols hidden in the shadows. They help you interpret the spell instructions on the cave walls. Let's see what it gave me. Not worth it right now. Maybe later, but yeah, no. So I'm thinking I could spend more Doom, but I'm almost at half Doom. Screw it. Oh, I don't know. Might have been a mistake. This dude sucks, man. He kept appearing in the tutorial. It's a bad time to be out of cash, says the grim-looking man who's standing in your way. Our company, fortunately, specializes in cases like yours, and will gladly help you get back on track. After all, he takes a step closer, and you could swear there is a faint smell of rust around the man. Everyone has something to sell. So I'm worried peace of mind gives you the panic curse, and if that's the case, it's never worth taking. Because I got panic in the tutorial. Let's try fondness. Let's see what fondness memory does. Reasoning damage. Everything suddenly gets dark. You feel sad, but can't even tell why. In your pocket, you find an envelope with cash inside. So he appears when it seems like he appears with a really good chance whenever you're out of money. The sun is slowly rising as you get closer to the abandoned industrial building. Cautiously entering the factory, you can't help but notice the forest has become totally silent. Too late. You are not the only one trying to stop the ritual and save your friends. Special forces have raided the occult hideout, arresting the suspects. Led outside, the handcuffed cult leader suddenly stops. You are too late, they say in a raspy voice. Our lord is free once more. -2 stamina. Far out fable. Oh. Oh, so I didn't figure it out in time? Later that day, after an interrogation, the detectives let you go free. Festival guests are still missing to this day. You board the old bus, wondering what exactly happened out there. Wow. Yeah, I must have gotten the easiest ending. I wonder what I could have done differently. I think I did fail some like knowledge checks, right? Some knowledge and perception checks, so maybe that's what happened. Luck seems like it might be good, right? I'm so tempted to heal up. Damn it! I don't think ritual dagger even works with strength. I think it's like knowledge or something, right? I really don't want to heal. I mean, I'm gonna fail all the knowledge checks. Let's go with luck. I'm probably gonna regret that, but let's all in on luck. I'm feeling lucky. Let's hope that pays off in some way. Yeah, it's a knowledge weapon. Okay. What is it now? School curfew. With more and more students going missing, the police have restricted access to the school's building. So no more learning spells. No more spells this run. That's unfortunate. Got another key. We will fill both of our bottles. Oh, lame, dude. Oh, this run is not looking good, by the way. TV host is guy. We already saw that one. How many do we have left? 2 more. Okay. Macabre Memoir of the Morbid Mermaids. The janitor was obsessed with mermaids. He's collected every scrap of the legend about them in the school basement. Now his mind is snapped. He decided it's time to make one of his own, using unfortunate student bodies as materials. There's one thing everyone at the school is talking about. Another girl from your area has gone missing. Could there be anything connecting all the missing people? I should investigate downtown next. So we need to investigate Seaside, which makes sense since this is a mermaid quest. I'm almost tempted to wait and see if it sends me to the Seaside by default, right? Might. As you glance around, you notice that more and more people are wearing strange masks, unlike anything you've ever seen before. Don't I? Yeah, I've got an even creepier mask on. As you turn to your friends for reassurance, you notice that some also wear these eerie masks. Their voices sound muffled and distorted, and you can't shake off the feeling that they're not quite themselves. The hairs on the back of your neck stand on end, and you realize something is terribly wrong. This can't be. Yeah, I don't know why I'm tempted. Let's do it. This can't be healthy. What are they protecting themselves against? You take a deep breath, and the air around you feels heavy as if it's thick with an invisible poison. You cough, and your eyes begin to water. The world around you is not as safe as you once thought. Oh, brutal, dude. Let's heal up. I know we just started this mystery, but I feel like we have to heal up a little bit. Even multiple times. Yeah, that should be okay. We should be okay. Didn't it say I couldn't do the... It said I couldn't go to the school anymore. Oh, the good one. The library is specifically the library. That's... That's unfortunate. I don't really care about the schoolyard. Wait, why is it suddenly so dark outside? You stand by the window to take a look. Black smog emerges from the courtyard, coating everything in an oily vapor. Let's observe. I want to see what happens next. Yes, I passed a perception check of all things. Sludgy vapors rise slowly upward, forming a perfect spiral. You back away from the window, surprised by this curious phenomenon. Let's go to the seaside before we miss our opportunity. If you go too late into the mystery, it won't give you the chance to go back. Something pulls you towards the beach. A statuette, half buried in the sand, is calling you. Feeling your hands shaking, you take a step closer. Take it home. The statuette is surprisingly heavier than it looks. Mesmerized, you take it home and wonder where you'll display it. It's a bad idea. That's the first time the game has just straight up told me, like, yeah, don't do that. That's a bad idea. Hilarious. Alright, investigate seaside again. You are stopped by two men asking you to borrow some money. Ooh, Mr. Pachinko and Mr. Coin. Cool. Everyone has something to sell. Can I choose which one I'm gonna... Oh, I don't want to attack him though. I want to attack the weaker one so I can knock him out. Dude, they're gonna knock me out. They do so much damage. They do more than the bosses. They do more than bosses, and there's two of them. What? What? I'll do 7. Oh, I've got a really good chance to hit, though. Oh, let's go for it. Let's go for it. 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 Can I also do a defensive? What's this missile weapon? Oh, I got excited, but it costs 2 stamina to regain 1 reason. That's not worth it. Alright, I never actually read through those, so I just, yeah, anyways, let's... Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. I got a little... I've gotten worried for nothing. I think we're good. Should I not even do that? Let's just do that. Yeah, and then... Oh, okay, yeah, let's do that. Nice! I was worried about nothing. Oh, wait, what's that? Pick it up. Found an item. Painkiller! That'll be useful. Maybe going crazy, but you swear something is watching. All my sighing. I'm like, why? Oh, now we can... Okay. Put the empty bottle here. What does the painkiller do? Addictive. It's addictive. Let's use it. Faster that's really, really bad. Okay. Holy candle, this is what I wanted to pull out. Yeah. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, and then I think I'm good. Because none of these go in the C slot, right? They're all B slots. Yeah, A, B. What does the Stalker's Mask do? Yeah, that's really good. Never mind. Okay. All the missing girls were apparently members of the school swimming team. Maybe someone saw the kidnapper stalking them. On the swim team, huh? A weird bubbling sound lures you to the dark shower room. On the floor, you find a swimsuit thrown over a grotesque leathery coil. Wait, that's not a coil. Drain swimmer. Nice. Okay, let's see. How are we looking? Base chance to 6 damage. Oh, I can do. Let's try. Nice, dude. Very nice. You find a notebook containing handwritten and detailed notes about the swimming club itself and mermaids, question mark? Ooh, investigate morbid school. Let's drink this just for the heck of it. And then, yeah, let's store it. I don't know if we'll be, this might be a mistake, but let's store it. Right? And then we'll go investigate. Right? Surely that wasn't a mistake. A nauseating stench stops you. Someone has scattered rotting fish guts everywhere and hung up countless fish heads. You cover your mouth as you slowly retreat. A vast flock of seagulls outside visually attack the windows. Ugh, stamina and reasoning. That's really bad. Whoever the kidnapper may be, they seem to be really obsessed with mermaids. Inside the science lab, you find a plan of the town's sewer system. Someone has marked a path leading from the sea directly to the school building. Wait, didn't it already spoil who the killer was in the description of this mystery? Because it said a certain dude. Well, anyways, your path is blocked by a rotting corpse covered in poison ivy. Ooh, cool. Suda-chan. So if I'd picked a different character, I couldn't do this exact move because this chick makes her combat moves cost less time. So you're able to get more attacks in, which is so useful. There's something wrong here. A weird apathy seems to infect every adult you ask for help. You will have to deal with it alone. Could shop for items, but I don't want that dude to come back and pressure me into selling him something. You have to sell him something, by the way. You can't just, like, turn him down. Something is wrong. You don't see anyone on the street, and you could have sworn it was crowded just a minute ago. You better hurry out of here. That was random and creepy. You compare the sewer plan with a school map, and it suddenly dawns on you. School basement! That must be the place the kidnapper is keeping the missing swimmers. With the trail growing cold, it might be time for a different approach. Could a similar case have occurred in the past? A trip to the library might be a good idea. Nah, why not? Near closing time, you stumble upon a curious article on the last page of a local newspaper. You copy the author's name along with the address before getting ready to leave. Cool. Alright, finally. There's no turning back now. God, let's hope she's alright. I guess we're ready. We're ready. You bust through the door to the janitorial closet, but it's already too late. The latest missing girl is lying on a dirty mattress, her upper torso, at least. The tail of a fish has been crudely sewn in place of her legs. She was too weak and died. You hear the mad janitor say, he looks you up and down. Oh, that's what it said. She was too weak and died. And then he says, maybe you'll do. Okay. Not giving up after the previous failure, the obsessed janitor has found another body to experiment on. You! Alright. See, this dude does less damage than the twins from earlier. Anyways, let's see. How are we looking? Damage. Yeah. Let's just... We can even save it to save us a little bit of time. And we load our sequence. Make it even faster. That's cool. I need to start using that more often. Am I gonna die? If I do this... Okay, this should be almost guaranteed. Okay, awesome. Whew, that got a little hairy there. I'm gonna go with this. So I think I've seen this specific. You can actually use this not only for the dexterity, but like in certain situations, quick thinking is a specific thing that you can do. Unfortunately, I have to heal. Unfortunately, I have to heal. Mad Janitor's body slumps to the floor. You pick up his axe, and using it as a crutch, you try to leave the room. Injured and weakened, you slowly lose consciousness in the school corridor. That's not good. Police officers find you a few hours later. No trace of the Mad Janitor is found, but you will sleep a little better tonight knowing that the other students are safe. Macabre Memoir of a Morbid Mermaid. Ending A. Cool. What now? price hike. Preparing for the worst, people are stocking up on everything, making it hard for you to find what you want. Okay, that's okay. I barely ever buy stuff in this game, thus far. Maybe as I get better, I'll want to. A strength weapon! But look at that bonus effect, though. Let's... How big of a damage? Yeah, it's 2 damage and it's... Let's just try it out, right? Screw it. Okay. Oh! Creepy. Ah, here we go. Candle, ritual dagger. The ritual dagger. We'll grab an empty bottle so we can fill it up. I never figured out what to use the tiny key for, did I? Huh. Can I go back to my mailbox? No, it doesn't let you click on anything in the mailbox. I tried in the tutorial at least. Fill empty water bottle. And I guess extra stamina. People, say hello to our creepy neighbor, our voyeuristic neighbor. I wish the statue like moved its eyes or something. And okay, we're doing pretty good actually. We've only got one more mystery. Not bad. Eerie episode of Evolving Eels. While returning to your home, someone suddenly bumps into you. Did you know? You turn around. It's your friend living in the same apartment complex. Kana. Oh, we finally get to meet Kana. That weird dude is back. You know, the one who studies fish. Oh no. You shrug. If you like Junji Ito, you know fish creatures and just horrible things from the ocean are a reoccurring theme for him and H.P. Lovecraft. You shrug, opening the door. Kana follows and immediately enters the kitchen. A while later, he returns with 2 cans of soda. Oh, Kana is a male name. Okay, that was female. Aren't you curious? What weird fish did he bring this time? He grins. I am. I saw the creepy neighbor carrying some jars inside his apartment. I wonder, what weird fish did he find this time? Will you check it out? He will surely recognize me if I try to do it myself. Please? I have a bad feeling about the seaside, but let's try it out once, because our side quest asks us to do the seaside, so we'll do that real quick. Cool art. Suddenly the air around you begins to whirl. A supernatural wave of freezing wind is approaching. Oh. The blizzard chills you to the bone and disappears as quickly as it began. Okay. Let's get it over with, right? Let's get the seaside investigation. What does the hardware shop sell? Yeah, nowhere near as good as the fire axe. One more time. Got a bad feeling. Can't shake the feeling that those small dock buildings hide something terrible secrets. What? And that happened? What? Okay, that was a terrible side quest. That just... Oh, anyways, that was... that didn't help me at all. So can I now... Hey, dork, I'm with you. Why are we going back to my place? Cool. At least it addresses it. I'm glad the game addresses it. Alright. Mr. Triple O, your neighbor, is a horror manga artist. Cool. He's struggling to come up with a satisfying ending for his newest story. Yeah. Incredible! He shouts in excitement. How do you come up with this stuff? Sensing the story will be a huge hit, he pays you a token of... Why do you lose XP? Anyways, +2 funds. That's good to know, though. Dude's working at school, right? We could break into his office. What do you mean we shouldn't? It must be empty because he just came back and his classes begin next week. Okay. So we'll go to the school. Oh, how is Kana helping us, by the way? Does he actually do anything? Oh, that's so good. Thank you. I'm sorry I ever doubted you, Kana. Kana? So sorry if I'm almost certainly mispronouncing all their names. You stumble upon the computer room. This is a good opportunity to check the school's database to look for anything that might help your investigation. Of course I failed. I'm terrible at knowledge. You find a curious folder containing photos. With rising horror, you discover that you're in every one of them. The last photo shows a smiling man standing over your bed. Okay, that'd be horrifying. The neighbor's office at school is empty. You do find a few jars, all filled with weird eel-like fish. Despite your protests, Kana decides to take one jar home. Why, Kana? Why? Have you ever seen an eel like this? It's so freaky. Don't you have a feeling it's watching us? How can he sip his soda so calmly staring at this creepy creature? I agree. While looking around the ransacked room of your recently deceased friend, you discover a half-finished painting of a woman, her skin a ghastly pale yellow color. The scene is disturbing. You struggle to look at it. Success! Finally! Unintimidated by the painting, it gives you new insight into the madness that possessed your friend. Okay, I feel like that could have gone way worse if I failed that. I've seen him burning some notes behind our apartment building. Let's go and check it out. Is this eel even alive? You hear rustling on the other side of your apartment door. Someone is trying to get in. It's my Oh, we both got the same mask. Don't you want to be friends? Apartment stalker. That's awesome. Okay, what are my chances? 75. Oh. Look at that damage, dude. It's not quite enough. In that case, can we do this? Yeah, that's so good. That's so good. If I don't miss, it would have been so good. Is there enough to do this twice? No, not quite. 7, 3. No. Wow, my kick at this point actually costs more. Okay. So, okay. I'm learning how the weapons work and how they scale with your stats. Okay. This could be it. Nice. Wait, what's that? Baseball bat. Kana was right. Someone tried to burn some papers. They must have been in a hurry because some of the papers look salvageable. You both returned to your apartment and tried to decipher the notes. Kana, that's so weird. Your neighbor really was into eels, it seems. You begin to wonder if spying on your neighbor was a good idea to begin with. Drink that because we're running kind of low. Let's check out the baseball bat. There's no way it's as good as the fire axe, but maybe. Nope. Oh, the burnt notes. What? Legend from the prefecture eels tell of a small village of robbers who would kill all visitors and dump their corpses into a lake full of eels. Eels of the blank prefecture could lay their eggs inside humans? Interesting. Oh. Wonder if we should hold on to those burnt notes. Maybe there'll be like an interesting interaction. Okay, we already did the side quest. I meant to heal up. I meant to go home. Wandering through an empty corridor, you find an old vending machine. You don't recognize the brands of sodas inside, but you really could use a drink. Let's get the cheapest one. Hey, dexterity check success. You buy a can of off-brand soda and take a sip. It tastes a little odd, but you enjoy the drink anyways. Not bad. Before, let's not miss our chance here. Okay, we'll heal up. Oh, I'm pushing my luck though. My doom is at 70%. Let's do it one more time. I'm sure it's fine, right? Something gigantic and invisible leaves a deep void in the sea. It's not moving, but you swear it's watching you. Creepy. Thinking about how stupid it is of Kana to try and break into your neighbor's apartment, you go to sleep. He's dead, right? You spent an entire day waiting for Kana. Where the hell is he? So we go to school, see if Kana's there. He's not in our party anymore, which isn't good. You carefully enter the biology classroom. The room seems empty at first until you switch the lights on. You gasp in horror. Lying in a pool of blood is one of the teachers with a fruit knife in their hand. There's a jar of formaldehyde on the nearest table. Mesmerized by the spiral pattern on the sea creature's skin, you step over the dead body and come closer. And then the voices start. Ooh, cool. Forgotten specimen. He does reason damage, 20 power, 20 HP. We should be fine. We should be fine. Famous last words. Okay, I'm just gonna... No, play it safe. And we'll save that sequence. I might kill him this turn. Yeah! Oh. This turn is guaranteed kill. Okay. Wait, what's that? I love the little Game Boy sound that plays. You found an item, lump of flesh. Oh, okay, just what I wanted. Anna has been missing since yesterday. You decide to check out the neighbor's apartment yourself. Let's switch. Burn notes. Lump of flesh. Medicine? I stuttered over. I was so surprised. Adds a new status. Let's say if this is a last resort. I have a feeling that status is not going to be a good one. Oh, this is the last thing anyways. Okay, perfect. Whoa. You cautiously enter your neighbor's kitchen. You are shocked to see countless jars filled with eels flailing around restlessly. Where the hell is Kana? I kind of just want to escape, right? Why would you go further into the... let's escape. But I do want to be creeped out. So let's go. I do like being creeped out. So let's go to the bathroom. The swollen body of your neighbor is rotting away inside putrid murky water. No! Both his eyes are missing with countless tiny blood trails leading from them in all directions. Ooh. Bedroom? What? Finally found Kana. I found the neighbor, but when his eyes burst, I slipped on the blood and lost consciousness. I'm afraid there's something in my own eye now, too. I kind of don't want to puncture, but I kind of do want to puncture my friend's eye. Oh, but then I'll lose reason. Let's take him to the hospital. I do want to see that eventually, though, but I'm only at 8 reason. Your friend is taken immediately to the operating theater, and you collapse on a chair in the waiting room. When you wake up, it's already night. Trying to ask about your friend, you are met with weird reactions as if she never existed. You rush to the operating theater yourself, but are stopped by armed policemen. Whatever happened, the doctors must have been too late to help. Oh, I failed. I didn't die, so I didn't fail, but I feel like I failed. You're still processing the events of the previous night. Corpse-eating eels that lay their eggs in eyes. Sitting before your apartment building, you watch the police officers emptying out your neighbor's place. You wonder if you will ever hear from your friend again. Ending B. Alright. So I was supposed to jab him in the eye, I guess? Alright. I feel like I should go with what I'm already good at, right? I'm not gonna be able to make knowledge good at this point. I hate having to do that instead of improving my stats, but I have to. What is it now? Oh, contaminated water? There's something wrong with the tap water. It is black and oily and glistening, smelling like death. You hope it's just a temporary issue. Okay, we're good to go. Well, good to go. We're gonna... you'll see. It's not over yet. Not over yet. So we will... I guess take this out for now and then fill this up. And then take the lump of flesh back out, I'm guessing. Oh. Oh, no way! Because that previous mystery, now I can't heal? I'm kind of in shock. Ooh. Wow, yeah, that is cool that that's an interaction. I'm just like, wow, they thought of that. Okay. Okay. 5 stamina. This is bad, by the way. This is a bad way to start this next section. You see him? There's someone in the hallway watching us. Ooh, creepy. I actually got a little goosebump situation going on. That's cool. A minor earthquake in the seaside region has revealed an entrance to a partially flooded cavern system. Local scientists believe some of the corridors could be man-made. Okay. Alright. This is it. Let's see if I survive. This is the big one. So we are opening up all those locks. We're gonna enter the lighthouse. You finally made it inside the cursed lighthouse. Ooh, I love that graphic effect right there. That looks sick. Your gut is telling you two things: that whoever or whatever is behind the weird events must be on the highest floor of this place, and that you should run away from this place as far and fast as you can. You're afraid there won't be a way back once you start climbing these stairs. Okay. Do I rest? Do I rest? Oh, I wonder if that was a mistake. Let's keep going. Right. Anything I want to take with me? I don't remember that mask being very good. I can't remember what it does, but okay, let's just keep going. The moment of truth. You are stopped by a girl wearing a dirty black school uniform. I'm sorry, but I can't let you go any farther, she says, reaching for her bag. It's too late anyway. You instinctively take a step back when you notice a knife in her hand. You have to think fast. But I took the think fast. I literally took the think fast perk. You tried to talk her into allowing you to pass, but suddenly she raises the knife and slices right across her own throat, nearly decapitating herself. You carefully step over her body. Wow, didn't expect that. That's gonna be a combat encounter. Climbing up the winding staircase, you are stopped by a masked man wearing an expensive suit. The rules have changed, kiddo, he says, taking the jacket off and the mask off. Nothing personal, really. Takashi-san, the ultimate opportunist. I don't know who this is. Was he at the school or something? He looks familiar. He does doom damage. I need to kill this bastard immediately. Oh, but base chance to hit 100? Ooh, I like that. Can I just... Wait, let's think about this. 10. Yeah, that's the most effective for sure. Okay, save. I'm just thinking, this should kill him? No, it's gonna... 2 Doom isn't bad. 2 Doom isn't bad, but this should... Yeah, that's a guaranteed kill. Okay. My math was a little bit off for that first turn. Following the winding staircase, you were stopped. Wait a minute. Someone has been taking photos focused on you. The photos include the enemies you fought with. There's something wrong, but you can't precisely say what. Select the second enemy you fought this run? I think it was either Cyclops Neighbor or Pillar Vampire, right? Oh, I wish I'd paid closer attention. I'm gonna go... Yes! Dude, sick! You rip the photo. Underneath it is a tiny button. You press it and with a buzz, the gate opens. Alright! Not bad! Following the winding staircase, you find a metal gate that blocks your way. A cable that should be powering it is currently disconnected. The power box itself is covered in a weird, moist goo. Just inhaling the fumes make your eyes itch and water. But to power the gate, you'll need to disconnect a faulty plug. Success. Weird goo burns your fingers, but you quickly manage to separate the faulty plug and connect the proper cable. With a buzz, the gate opens. Following the winding staircase, you are stopped by a metal gate. The tiny page nailed to the gate explains that opening the gate will require you to grab 2 metal rods. Using your own body as a natural conductor, you will power up the gate. Just straight up, not even a knowledge fail, just not enough knowledge. Huh. You grab the rods, electricity flowing through your body and burning the nerve endings. The pain is almost unbearable, but with a buzz, the gate opens. Okay. Alright! Dark clouds swirl around the lighthouse. Did you arrive too late? Let's find out. Do we arrive too late? You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, that's all part of the job. The unnatural fog slowly lifts. You are relieved and collapse on the floor. Success! The next day, everything feels like a bad dream. You manage to stop the ritual awakening. stop the ritual, awakening the Eldritch. I don't know why that word throws me off. Eldritch old god, but what's done is done. It will stir in its slumber again and again until the stars are right once more. I think it's because I usually read Eldritch and I'm usually not saying it out loud. Anyways, I want to play this chick, by the way. I feel like she's got a really good personality. Congratulations, you are safe for now. Cool. Level 5 difficulty cultist, equipped fire axe, stalker's mask. Sick. So there's multiple timelines. I'm not sure how that affects. I think that changes what endings maybe, or like the random events. I'm really not sure. The playthrough lasted a little longer than I wanted to, but this was my first actual playthrough, so you know, makes sense. I feel like going well. I think I'm gonna call it there. But so first off, thank you so much if you made it to the end. You're fucking awesome. You are a god. And secondly, yeah, I did. I liked this game enough that I would like to at least play it a few more times. Probably make a few more videos, and hopefully the videos will be shorter. But I really don't. What I like is I really don't feel like any sections necessarily need to be edited. There's not like a lot of downtime. Um, it's all like constantly stuff happening. So yeah, I'll say it again. Thank you again so much for watching and giving my channel a shot. I'm gonna call it there for today, and I'll do another video sometime soon. All right, thanks. I hope you have a good rest of your day or night. See you guys later.